Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi. Once again, welcome you to MNT News Network special prime time session. Today is Sunday, and as you all of you know that today, every Sunday we are organizing our episodes, particularly MNT News Network's episode in English language. And today also we are going to organize one very important topic which is related to today's socio-economic, socio-political issue we have chosen today. And we will be going to discuss about the various organizations, and among that various organizations, the organizations which is working for last almost 40-45 years in the field, and they are doing the awakening work for the Mulnivasis, for the SC OBC people of India. So today we are going to discuss the role of BAMCEF as an organization in social revolution and its political impact. So what social revolution it had impact overall on the society, and how politically also what impact it had made it, though BAMCEF is a non-political organization, but whatever social awakening they are bringing up, what impact politically it has till date, that we are going to discuss. And today we had with us, along with us in the studio, Mulnivasi Sanjay, Dr. Sanjay Ingole, sir. Sir, Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, Jai Savidhan, Jai Bharat, sir. And welcome to MNT News Network, sir.
Thank you.
So
Thank
today,
you
basically, yeah, yeah.
for
Yeah.
inviting me.
Sir, today's topic that we are going to discuss is specifically on the organization, and particularly you are associated so long with this organization, a social organization which is known as BAMCEF. So your overall involvement within the organization, within the function, as a means, you started your career as a small activist and reached to the level of National General Secretary. So the entire journey is really remarkable, and your entire devotion for this particular organization must have created impact within your personal life as well as the organizational life. So today we want to discuss about this particular organization, BAMCEF. So BAMCEF, it is told that it is a non-religious organization, non-political organization, and non-educational organization, and still it is working non-stop for the last 45 years. So, how do you see your association with such an organization that it is said that its main objective is to awaken the Mul Nivasis who were kept away from the mainstream of the society, and they are bringing the social awakening in the field. So, first of all, I would like to know from you what social impact this BAMCEF organization has been created within the society, so that for the last 40-45 years journey of BAMCEF as far as it is concerned, what social impact do you see in the form of various examples, or in the form of whatever your association with this organization is there? Based on that and your experience, we would like to know what social impact it has created. Please, sir.
Uh, First of all, I shall express my gratitude towards this initiative that MNT News Network has taken up and is continuously providing this service for the awakening in the society. So I thank you for inviting me in this session today. And directly, I would like to reflect on the topic, that the role of BAMCEP in social revolution and its political impact. Now, first of all, we'll see what is the role of BAMCEP in social revolution. That can be seen and understood from the introduction booklet of BAMCEP that is published by the organization. And we know that this organization was initiated in 1971 from Pune by the government employees, particularly working in the defense establishment. And if we calculate from that, then in 2021, this organization has completed a journey of 50 years. Although when it was started, it was BAM Seva, Backward and Minority Community Welfare Backward and Minority Communities Employees Welfare Association. So it was located in Pune, and later on, when they worked for 3 years, they realized that this initiative needs to be at national level. So they initially uh, taught the whole country, and the founders of BAMCEF, they established state level associations, and then they formed a national level federation. Now it is called the All India Backward and Minority Community Employees Federation. So it has become BAMCEF from BAMSEWA. Now, if we look into the objective resolution or the introduction booklet, we come to know that BAMCEF ultimately want to bring change in the social system, the social order, the social structure of Indian society. And that means, that indicates that the age-old traditional Brahminical social order is being challenged, and the society, egalitarian society based on equality, based on justice, equality, liberty, fraternity, all those humanitarian and human values, this organization intends to cherish and establish, and want to establish a society or develop Indian society where these values of justice, liberty, equality, fraternity are upholded and practiced by every citizen of India. And for this, the BAMCEF organization is continuously organizing all the indigenous masses, which are constitutionally termed as scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, and converted minorities from these sections of the Indian society recognized in the constitution as backward classes. So they have cleared their intention. The founders of BAMCEF have cleared their intention. The cadres of BAMCEF at present, they are organizing the society with a clear intention that the Brahminical social order, which is based on graded inequality, is to be, removed. It's to be put to end, uprooted, and a society based on justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity is to be established. So that is the vision, that is the mission this organization has developed. And to achieve that mission, the organization has tactically developed three limitations on it. One is non-political, second is non-religious, and third is non-agitational. It being a employees federation, it cannot directly take part in political activities, as they are the government servant, public service, they are in public service. Secondly, as these communities, they belong to various religions, they follow various religions, and religion and faith is considered as an individual matter of belief. Therefore, BAMCEF has tactically, strategically declared that it will be a non-political, non-religious organization and non-agitational also, because BAMCEF is a employees federation, and therefore it cannot agitate against the public policies of which they are part and parcel in making. Therefore, and following the service rules, code of conduct, civil services code of conduct, it has tactically kept itself non-political, non-religious, and non-agitational. From movement point of view also, religion is a matter of personal belief and faith. Therefore, they have uh, no opted not to be indulged into the religious matter. Now, having said this, now let us focus on what is the role of BAMCEF in social revolution. As BAMCEF has set its objective to change social Brahminical social order based on graded inequality to equality, justice, and liberty. That is the social revolution BAMCEF want to attain. And for doing so, BAMCEF has taken up a role of a missionary organization with a missionary zeal. It is committed to, first of all, bring change in the thinking, and secondly in the behavior, and third in the society, and then in every system, every institution of Indian society. They want to bring change, and this change is to be brought as per the mission of BAMCEF. They are interested to bring this change within a set limited time. They have not kept it on the say mercy of time. They have planned to do this within a specified time. Therefore, if the BAMCEF has set a target of completing this objective within 3 generations. Now 2 generations have passed from, within 50 years. If we consider 25 years as 1 generation, 2 generations have passed, and within these 5 years, 2 generations, the BAMCEF has reached to 25 states in India out of say 29-30 states, and established its organizational network and units there. This is the first thing the organization have done, and through that network the organization is reaching out beyond the district headquarters. Now the organization is moving into the block headquarters and then to the villages, reaching out to each and every person belonging to the SC, ST, OBC and converted minority people, and then changing their mind is the mission that BAMCEF has taken up. That is, and within a set time. So that is the revolution. And when BAMCEF is engaging with the masses on these issues of changing the overall structure of the Indian society, and that changing the value system from graded inequality to the democratic egalitarian society based on justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, when that message is taken up to the masses with authentic knowledge from the great heroes, great forefathers of these classes, now it has reached to certain section, particularly the intellectual section, successfully reached to the intellectual section, and the intellectual section has accepted the ideology that BAMCEF have evolved through its organizational movement and through its grassroots interaction and through its reflection on the text that has been given and developed by their forefather. Through that, the first and foremost impact on the mind of the Indian society, not just the cadres of BAMCEF, but the larger Indian society, on the intellectual class of the Indian society, has gone to the level that the democratic society is progressing in India, first of all. So the first impact I will mark on the parameter of strengthening democracy, particularly the political democracy. BAMCEF has played a pivotal role. BAMCEF has played a very unique and powerful role in developing this idea in the Indian society that the Indian democracy is a representative democracy, and that is supported by the constitution by providing scope for multi-party system, means ensuring participation from various sections of the society and thereby strengthening democracy, political democracy. Although the Brahminical forces, on the other hand, want to have only one major political party to govern the Indian society. This idea is being time and again challenged by the BAMCEF organization and its cadres, and it has catched the pulse of the society, and society has accepted it, and that message has gone to the grassroots, and therefore the political forces from the backward classes are emerging. You see, in the from 19th decade of this last century, 1990 onwards, you'll see that the political leadership which was dependent on the major political parties called the Congress Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party, the backward classes leadership has liberated itself from those so-called majoritarian and major political parties in India, and developed their own political parties. So there is a huge mushrooming of political parties in all the states led by the backward classes, say it be scheduled caste, scheduled tribes in Jharkhand, OBCs in Maharashtra, scheduled caste in Uttar Pradesh, and scheduled caste in even influencing scheduled caste in Punjab and other state. You will see that there are political parties who have succeeded to create the political impact on Indian democracy, are being led by the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and OBC people in the periphery, in the states. However, the backward classes could not reach to the center of the power, but their message has gone to the level that they have forced the Brahminical forces to give leadership to the backward classes. Therefore, the Prime Minister today, Mr. Narendra Modi, no, he was given a dictate from the RSS and BJP to declare in public that he belongs to a lower caste. And so he says, particularly in Hindi, "मैं नीच जाति का हूँ." I belong to a very lowest caste. So they were forced to accept this fact that the lower caste are required to be given representation in democracy, and this is the impact of the BAMCEF organization, which has entirely, tirelessly, without discontinuity in its work, spread the message that if the indigenous people, the backward classes, want to develop themselves, remove their plight, then they need to take up the leadership at the center, and they are struggling for that. And when the Brahminical forces realize that they on their own they are going to claim and going to take the charge of the power, they themselves proposed and brought a backward classes leadership in the center as Prime Minister, and the President of India, Kovind ji, who retired, and now Murmu ji, who is now yesterday, who became the new President of India from the tribal fold. Now this is the impact that BAMCEF has created on the Indian society, that the political regime, the political force, the political forces in India have accepted the narrative, they accepted the grand theory that the development of the backward classes is not possible without giving the leadership to the backward classes. There's one impact, Ashishji, BAMCEF organization has created on Indian society. Secondly, BAMCEF has very specifically and uniquely targeted to develop India into a nation, which is the project, which is the program, which is the mission given by the maker of the Constitution of India, the father of the Constitution of India, the principal architect of the Constitution of India, that is Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar, while speaking in the Constituent Assembly on the very first day and on the very last day when the Constitution was dedicated to the nation, specifically said, last day he said, will India lose its freedom again? Now this was a caution. If And he said, if the we feeling, the national spirit is not developed in the mind of the each citizen of India, there is every possibility that the India will lose its freedom, will lose its sovereignty. And therefore he cautioned all the Indian citizens that they should take initiative to protect its freedom. And BAMCEF organization has positively taken up this. Currently BAMCEF organization is running a nationwide campaign on named, titled BS4, Bharatiya Samvidhan Samman Suraksha Sawardhan Abhiyan. Indian Constitution, respect, then protect and conserve the Constitution of India. That is the campaign BAMCEF organization is running right from Delhi, the national capital, to every state and to every district and to every village. They are trying to reach out to explain the ideas of the Constitution of India and develop the feeling of fraternity among the people. If fraternity is developed, then only the other principles of humanity can be ensured, as the living spirit of the Indian society can be developed as the life and blood of the Indian society. Therefore BAMCEF organization is running this campaign. Now this is not the campaign, this campaign is being run from 2017, but from the beginning of the functioning of BAMCEF, the BAMCEF has taken up the project called developing brotherhood project among the backward classes. भाईचारा पैदा करना, 6700 जाति में भाईचारा पैदा करना, developing brotherhood among more than 6000 castes among the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC and converted minority. That is the chief project, that is the main project BAMCEF organization is running. Now why this project is being run? This project is being run with a clear intention and understanding that if the fraternity is developed, nobody and no force in the world can snatch the freedom of India. And that was Dr. Ambedkar cautioned, and he thought and he said, that actually gives me pain when I think that if the people do not develop this feeling, then India may lose its freedom. So we are day and night, BAMCEF organization is working on this project to develop fraternity among scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC. And therefore you will see that initially people were saying, BAMCEF started, people were saying that even the scheduled caste people are not able to get organized. How you can organize scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC and converted minority and reach out to the 85% of the total population, and you are saying that 85 to 90% of the population of India belongs to the indigenous people, that is called Mulnivasi people. That time people thought this is not pragmatic, this is not practical. But today people have seen the result, tangible result, that everybody now from the backward classes aspiring to develop their own organization at national level, and some people have succeeded to achieve that target to a certain extent. Although BAMCEF is the major organization which has succeeded, and people have taken inspiration from BAMCEF. BAMCEF is a social organization, so people have taken inspiration to develop political organization. People have taken inspiration to develop cultural organization, social organization, economic organizations. People are looking forward to BAMCEF to develop national federation of the businessmen belonging to the aboriginal people, that is Mulnivasi people. So this inspiration is created into the society that if you want to change the Indian society, then this project has to be taken up at national level. Initially people did not have confidence of building an organization in their own locality, in their own street. But now people have developed this confidence that they can establish their own national political party. But the success of Bahujan Samaj Party, look at that. BAMCEF has given the inspiration and motivation to them supported them, given them moral support. And those who were politically awakened and aspirant, they developed Bahujan Samaj Party, and that party captured a political power in Uttar Pradesh and formed a government for 4 times. Now, when that party is appropriated by some Brahminical forces through their own different mechanism, BAMCEF people have taken inspiration that they declared that if we can form Bahujan Samaj Party and make it a national political party, and if the party leadership now in between corrupted, now we have the courage, we have the capacity to develop alternative, and therefore there are other people who come out from the BAMCEF organization, and they have taken up this challenge to develop political force. And it is ongoing. People know it. I need not to say everything openly, being the general secretary of the organization, but this is the second impact. We have developed the confidence among the backward classes to develop their own national organization and develop national fraternity among the backward and minority communities. This third, you see, with a very specific theoretical framework, we analyze BAMCEF work from Paulo Freire's understanding of developing critical consciousness, conscientization, and working through the right-based approach. BAMCEF organization is the national international organization now, which has, through its practical work, proved that this way conscientization is to be undertaken. This way critical consciousness among the masses, among the enslaved population is to be created. Initially, people alleged that BAMCEF organization always speak against the Brahminical forces. Yes, if that force is suppressing the larger mass of India, if that force is suppressing the humanity, then that force needs to be countered. With that conviction and confidence, BAMCEF propagated the Phule Ambedkarite ideology, the egalitarian ideology, the democratic ideology, and now we are working on our project of developing Indian society into a social democracy. If we make the political democracy a social democracy as a reality, then actually we will be able to have the fruit of political democracy and have developed, would be able to develop the egalitarian Indian society through democratic system. So the BAMCEF has created impact on the social atmosphere. It has created impact on the political atmosphere of the country. Also, it has removed the feeling of it has developed the confidence among the people to take up the larger challenges at national level, and therefore we can see that with the two important strategic principles, BAMCEF evolved and created impact on the Indian society. The first principle was that we will develop a organization at national level, and we will not address any problem that is created by the enemy forces, the Brahminical forces. We will organize ourselves. We will not react to their problematic dirt that they are putting on us, but we will not address the problem they are creating to us, but we will create a problem for them. That is the strategic stand BAMCEF has taken. Rather than engaging ourselves in solving the day-to-day problems that Brahminical forces are creating for us, we will create a problem for them so that they stop creating problem for us. That was the stand BAMCEF taken. And what was the problem that we wanted to create for them? We wanted to free our people, those who have been mentally enslaved by the Brahminical forces. Once our people are out of their mental control of the Brahminism, then they will form their own organization, they'll form their own government, and that will end their problems through their own efforts. That's one principle we have developed. Second principle that we have developed is we will not be, if we are required, will not be hitting on the tools which are being used by the Brahminical forces against our masses, but will directly hit the hand, will hit the hand that holds the tool. That is the strategy we have adopted. The Brahminical forces, day in and day out, using the backward classes against backward classes for social, political and economic infighting. They are creating infighting among us. So we will not fight against our own people. We'll fight against the force that is creating infighting among our own people. So the principle is, we'll hit the hand that holds the tool. They are creating tools and stooges among our own society. First of all, we'll free those stooges from their hand, and then we'll create a situation that hand will not be in a position to use any tool. Rather, that hand will become handicapped itself. Now they have become handicapped. They're using the language of Phule Ambedkarism. They're saying that we are giving leadership to the backward classes. They have come down to this position. So this coming down to the position, ground position, is their inability and is their majburi, Hindi में जिसको कहते हैं. They are forced to do this, accept our people's aspiration, and therefore they are into so many obligations and so many problems in the political arena, although they are not publicly expressing. The last point I'll say, the impact, political and social impact on Indian society is this, that the Brahminical force is not in a position to take pride in their social religious position as Brahmins and as the Bhudev, the gods of the earth. That pride has gone. People do not accept them like the god of the earth. People have realized they are like us, they are also human beings, and they are cheating us. So now, although Brahmins have the control over the power, but Brahmins have lost their pride. Brahmins have lost their social respect and status. Today, they have the position, but they have lost the status. Society do not believe on them. People consider that cheaters. Brahmins means cheaters. They are not to be believed. They are not the people of character. So now this is challenge before them. Now they have to prove that they are worthy to be believed. Nobody believes them. They are not trustworthy. They have lost their trust. And this trust have been, now they lost their trust because we have awakened our masses, given them a perspective through which they can assess the character. And they have assessed, the masters have assessed the character of Brahmin, and therefore, although they are in the power, they are not the respected people in India. They have lost their respect. We are not responsible for that. They have lost their respect because they are a dubious and a duplicate character, and that has been realized by the people. Now, our forefathers like Sant Kabir has said this. Nigura Brahman nahi bala, sagura bhala chamar, tate se kutta bhala, niz uthi bhuki dwar. The one who do not learn the values and principles of human society. The one who do not consider those values and principles as a teacher, the one who is not ready to accept any teaching and knowledge, is not a good person. निगुरा ब्राह्मण नहीं भला, जो गुरु नहीं करता वो नहीं भला. The one who do not accept teachings is not a right man, is a wild man, is not accepting the process of socialization. And therefore, even if a person like Chamar, untouchable, cobbler, to whom Brahmins consider low grade, that person is good if that person is accepting the knowledge, is accepting the scientific approach, is accepting the teachings of the human experience. That person is good. But this person, Brahmin, who claims that I am the Bhudev, I am the god of the earth, and if he is not accepting the human values, is not accepting the socialization, the process of socialization, he is a wild man, not to be respected. He is even worse than a dog. That is what Kabir is saying. He is worse than the dog. Kutte se bura hai, kutta bhala usse. The dog is dog stands for his owner, so he is to be believed. Dog is trustworthy. Brahmin is not trustworthy. Vishwas patra nahi hai Brahman. And that the teachers of the indigenous masses, the aboriginal people, like Sant Kabir has said this on record, and nobody, no Brahmin can defend this position. And this is still in circulation. Nigura Brahman nahi bhala, sagura bhala chamar, tate se kutta bhala ni joti bhuki dwar. Sir, this is the impact. BAMCEF organization has taken this ideology to the masses. That is one of the objective of BAMCEF, spreading the ideology of the aboriginal great leaders, great founders of this nation. We have taken that ideology to the masses, and now Brahmin has to face this test. That is their problem. Now that is their problem, not our problem. We have decided we'll create a problem for them, that our people will not remain with them, our people will create their own organization and lead their own society. That is the impact we are trying to create. We are awakening masses like that, and that impact is going on, although it has not reached to the level to actually uproot them from all sources of power and institution. But that aspiration has been developed in our masses. That is the impact that I see from the sociological perspective, from the political perspective, from the organizational perspective, and as a cadre of BAMCEF organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for elaborating on this particular topic. At the end, I would like to know from you, based on your experiences, that whatever political changes that you had told right from 1990, after 1990, there is a much political change in the overall society of the overall society. So considering this impact and the overall, hello?
Yes, multi-party system has come up.
Yeah, multi-party system has come up, and recognition of SC, ST, OBC as a leaders also has been recognized after that. Because if you see the post-Mandal era, or after that the post-BSP era also, as well as various different political parties era that was emerged only after 1990, and it was a part of a recognition. So as far as this overall thing is considered, so from that point of view, how do you see, if we consider today's situation, then in this today's situation, how do you see the political parties or political aspiration that has been raised within the Mulnivasi Bahujans SC, ST, OBC society? How it has, is it an impact of overall social movement that has been run till date? Because the history also tells that whenever there is a social movement, it gets converted into the political advantage. As far as the Samrat Ashoka's entire, or Buddha's social revolution is considered, after that Samrat Ashoka is considered, and so on. So how do you see today, is it an impact of whatever social awakening that has been done, that today there is an entire new system of getting this recognition of political parties?
Yes, that's what I said, that the Brahminical forces are forced to accept a low caste person as their leader, Narendra Modi, although his status of becoming a OBC is challenged, but he has publicly declared that I am a niche, I am a low grade caste. So they had to accept this, that this is the era where low grade people will be their leaders. They will have to live under their leadership. And now, last time it was Kovind, who was a scheduled caste person, and this time Ms. Murmu, Honorable Murmu, has become the President of India. Now they are forced to actually give leadership to the backward classes. By although they may not be willing to do that, but they are forced to do that. Secondly,
Right, sir.
and third,
So
I
yeah,
say that their status, they have degraded their status. Brahmin is not the person to be respected now.
correct. So as far as this
Yes.
today's politics is considered, particularly for the SC/ST, OBCs and Mulnivasis are considered. After these political aspirations, how do you see the future of these political parties, or what type of the polarization or polarized party requirement is there as far as the our enemies or our the current governments or political parties are considered, if they want to create an alternative, what sort of message you would like to pass on to our viewers, what they should do, or what they should think of, or how they should think of their future political party, which can give their rights back to them.
So you will take two examples, Ashaji. I will take two empirical examples. One from Maharashtra and the other from Tamil Nadu. We can also have another examples. Just for discussion, I will take two. See, in Tamil Nadu, after Karunanidhi, his son is leading the political force. He's the political leader of Tamil Nadu. And in Maharashtra, Sharad Pawar is he is the leader, and he was successful to influence Uddhav Thackeray, the leader of the Shiv Sena. And they together form government and they run the government 2.5 years. Now these two examples, they are indicative of the existence of a strong political force against the Brahminical political force. Also, you see situation in Punjab, the Aam Aadmi Party formed the government. That party also is a Brahminical party, but they have said that we are giving a backward class leadership. Now I see that although there is a challenging situation in the country, but the political leadership, new political leadership that is coming up, look at Stalin. Stalin has come up with a confidence that he is trying to organize all backward classes leaders throughout the country. He conducted, as far as my knowledge, one meeting. I was the witness to that online meeting where Stalin conducted meeting. All political leadership at all India level, and he belongs to the culture, and he belongs to the political force against Brahminism. So if the leadership like Stalin makes more effort to organize backward classes leadership, political leadership in India, there will be a third political force in Indian national scenario. Still, Sharad Pawar is still alive. He has not given up the hope, and he said that let us come to the election. And I see that the Brahminism is surviving by using the nepotism, using the corrupt forces, the ED forces, so-called ED forces nowadays, to fragment the political force of the backward classes. But in coming elections, they'll see the result. I'll tell you one example, that Raj Thackeray is the cousin of Uddhav Thackeray. He made an effort to fragment Shiv Sena. He started his own party. He is a great orator. He is more knowledgeable and more powerful personality than Shinde, who is now Chief Minister of Maharashtra. But his party is reduced down to one MLA in Maharashtra by the traditional followers of Shiv Sena. Means Shiv Sena was challenged, fragmented by Thackeray himself, Raj Thackeray, and he failed. When Bala Saheb Thackeray is not there, only Uddhav is there. Raj Thackeray could not defeat Uddhav Thackeray. The person from his own family could not defeat him. So Shinde, who is not having the legacy of Bal Thackeray, will not survive in the field. Let us see what happens in the politics after 2.5 years. They will have to go to the masses and take the mandate. That time you will see that the Shinde and his company, who owing to the threat of the ED have surrendered before the political forces and broken the Shiv Sena, which had gone to the fold of progressive Phule Ambedkarism, Phule Shahu Ambedkarism. Now, politically they have managed to appropriate this force, but on ground, I see they will not be able to manage. Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, they are in the field, they are moving in the field, and they will change the scenario in political field in Maharashtra. Same way, in Tamil Nadu, Brahminical forces not in a position to even face Stalin. Same way in other state also, there is a possibility, like in Andhra Pradesh, like in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, People's Party of India Democratic is developing. They have won the corporate positions in Madhya Pradesh, 2 corporate positions they have won. People's Party of India Democratic, a party which has only come up within 2-3 years, has won the seats. So this is the indicator that the political scenario in India will change in 2024. That is what I understand.
Right, sir. So the aspirations had been rose, and really there will be changes if people determined by their own and they are choosing the right thing at right time. Definitely it will have impact. Sir, today we had discussed about the organization which BAMCEF, as a social organization, it has created an impact for the last 50 years, and definitely your association with this organization, and as a general secretary, the views that has been that you have put in today's discussions, it was really remarkable, and hope that in these views will be helpful for all the cadres and all the people or all the viewers of the MNT News Network also, and they will definitely take this information, take this viable information to the each nook and corner of the country. So definitely, sir, it was a great time with you today, and thank you very much for joining today and elaborating on this particular topic of the role of social organization and its political impact. So our all viewers will take it in a positive way. Thank you very much for joining today, and with your permission, we would like to announce for tomorrow's program.
Thanks to MNT.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, and thanks for joining MNT News Network. Tomorrow, in future also, we will invite you. So definitely hope that you will again join on different issues and different topics, sir. So with your permission, I would like to announce for tomorrow's topic. Tomorrow we are going to have another topic, because from Monday to Saturday we are organizing various topics in Hindi, and tomorrow we are going to discuss about फुले आंबेडकरी आंदोलन को का अपने लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़ते कदम. How these Phule Ambedkar organizations are marching ahead in their as far as their overall objectives are considered, and their overall because nowadays if we see that there are a lot of negative things that are coming up, but definitely there are positive things also happening with the society, but people ignore the positive things and they go toward the negative thinkings also. So the fully Ambedkarite organizations that are running in the society, and what goals they have taken with them, what objectives they have taken with them, and how they are running successfully. That is the topic that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So be with us and join us tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for this particular topic, that is Phule Ambedkari आंदोलन का अपने लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़ते कदम. So definitely this will have a positive thinking, creation of positive thinking within our Nivasi Bhajan Samaj. Thank you very much, sir, for joining, and thank you all the viewers for joining today. Thank you. Jai Bhim, Jai Mul Nivasi, Jai Samvidhan, Jai Bharat.
Jai Bhim, Jai. हिंदीचं